Hello guys, my name is Atecep and today I bring you a video of a PC that I assembled with used parts and then sold to make some profit. We start with the motherboard, which already deserved a video on the channel, the ASUS Prime Z270A. As this board had a problem with the socket and RAM slots, a friend of mine offered it to me. As I did not spend money on it and as it has some problems, although functional, I did not took it in consideration for the final price and obviously the buyer was informed. The CPU and RAMs were purchased together. The CPU is the Intel Core i3-6100 and the RAMs are two G.Skill Ripjaws 4GB each at 2400 MHz. This bundle was bought for €60. The graphics card chosen for this build was the MSI GTX 950 2GB, which I bought it for €50. And for games more focused on esports, it has a good performance. I bought this 120GB SSD for €10 from a friend of mine. I gave him €10 because he didn't even wanted nothing for it, but I thought it would be nice to give him a €10 bill. The SSD is the Kingston A400. It is perfect to install the operating system and day-to-day software. I know it's not much, but I had to have a 500GB hard drive for €12 to be able to install some games. To cool the CPU, I bought this cooler on eBay for €5, worst €5 of my life. The power supply was one that I already had laying around. It's the LC Power LC500H. It is nothing impressive, but is sufficient and they are even quite good. I like them at least. Finally, the case is the Knox Lite 010. It cost me €20. It's cheap and effective. Altogether, I spent €157 on this PC that I ended up selling it for €290, earning about €130. Not bad, I think. Now, let's move on to the beast's performance. The game that people always ask how many FPS my PCs run is CSGO. This PC offers 162 FPS on average with 1% lows of 88 at max settings and Full HD. Although CSGO fans say that under 200 FPS is a no-go, I am yet to understand why. Valorant, the new game from Riot and the current competitor to CSGO, runs on this PC at a healthy 115 FPS average and 1% lows of 75. Once again, the graphics quality was set to the maximum quality at 1080p. As it is a recent game, I haven't seen any 200 FPS guys yet. Overwatch does not have much expression right now, but I consider it to be a very relevant game. With the settings set at the high and at Full HD, this PC offers excellent performance, averaging 100 FPS and great stability thanks to the 1% low of 66. This is the penultimate video that I test this game because I already gave up on it completely. PUBG at medium settings and 1920 by 1080 runs at 64 FPS with some stutters, as you can see in the 1% low of 24 FPS. In order to not be only esports games on these videos, I always like to add two demanding single player games, as is the case with The Witcher 3. This PC delivers 49 FPS on average with 1% lows of 42 FPS, with the graphics quality set to medium. This shows that there is a good balance between the i3 and the GTX 950. Finally, Borderlands 3, one of my favorites, always deserves my attention in these videos. Here the settings were also set to the medium quality and the game runs at 44 FPS on average with 1% loss of 22. There is some stutter, possibly due to the VRAM limitations, but in any case the game is more than playable. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike, no hard feelings. I'll see you in the next video, have a good one.